Meet Jessie. Cheers, Jess.
Cheers.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to talk relationships. Are you ready?
Yes, okay.
All right. And I'm expecting big things from you.
Sure.
No pressure.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. My first question is where it all started with this whole concept. Would you rather be wanted or needed, and why?
Would I rather be wanted or needed? I think my stand is to be wanted. I kind of think that being wanted encompasses more than just being wanted. You're also needed. You're also it's a blanket term. Being needed really is kind of seems like it's a one-track focus, where being needed doesn't necessarily mean you're also wanted.
Okay. Yeah.
So being wanted means that you're also needed. There's other things that are happening.
Okay. Yeah. No, I like that. I like the answer.
Okay.
Let's talk about when you're getting into a relationship. It's kind of getting serious, and you're starting to divulge little things about yourself. I mean, like for me, when somebody really gets to know me, they know like I sing all the time to a record, and I will sing all the time to that same record over and over and over, to the point where I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I'm like done, and I never listen to it again. If you know that about me, you're like, I know this girl,
Okay.
and I know that
That's
you
your
know
true
me.
colors.
Yeah,
Okay.
it like comes out, but it takes a while to actually show that. For you, when do you actually show who you really are? And what is something that they may know about you that you're like, okay, others don't?
Let me take a drink first.
Like that.
Well, I think that I kind of play like the open book. You know, there's not really too much that I have in reserve for me. There's maybe a couple little things here and there that really are kind of hidden in my closet that I really don't. But other than that, I mean, I'm not really shy about much. So I'm more the type of person that you're gonna know it. You're gonna know it.
Right.
It's not gonna. Yeah. It's not gonna be something that's gonna shock you or surprise you later.
Okay.
So.
Are you attracted to that same type of woman, the woman that gives it all away up front, or the one that's a little bit more reserved? I mean, sometimes opposite attracts.
Right.
How does that work for you?
Ooh. Well, I mean, every situation is different. Every girl is different, obviously, and it depends. I'm like a personality, so I don't want to stick in the mud, you know.
Okay. Okay.
But then again, you don't have to give it all away at the very beginning. You know, let me dig a little bit. I'd like to, you know, I enjoy the chase.
Okay.
So.
Little mystery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So let me peel the away the layers and find out. So, but then again, there's the girl that's kind of, here's everything, and you run with it for a year. So. Okay,
and you kind of know that going in. Do you have an idea, like you're like, okay, this is a short-termer, but I'll spend some time. She seems fun, and
yeah,
you know, we'll see what comes up.
Yeah, I mean, I come from the bar business, so for me, it's I don't have to really chase that much. So when I do find one that I have to work on, and I think that that's more of a thrill to me, because I have them come to the bar, and for me, you know, I don't want to be.
But they do like great little notes.
Yeah, and I don't want to be, you know, toot my own horn or anything like that. But that's where I don't really have to go out and chase around town.
Okay.
I don't have to do a big, you know, meet, you know, type of thing. So.
Okay. Okay.
That makes sense.
No, it totally does. No, it totally does. So let's kind of change things up, and let's talk about gifts, because women have this whole thing about, you know, when should I give him a gift? What is he going to give me in return? Like, gifts seem to be a big issue in relationships.
Right.
So what is, like, I mean, what is that? I don't even
what's
really
that
know.
about?
Like, I know men are like, what? Why is that a big deal to them? But when do you actually think it's appropriate to start to exchange gifts? And what is a gift that you've probably gotten in the past where you're like, man, she nailed it. She's like, man, brought it.
Okay. Well, I'm kind of an old-fashioned in the fact that I like to give. On holidays, obviously, you know,
Okay.
you have to get a gift, and anniversaries and stuff like that. I think it's good, because if you forget it, then you're in the doghouse. But it's definitely good. I'm also a believer in some flowers here and there.
Nice.
You know, there doesn't have to be an occasion.
Spontaneous.
Yeah, spontaneous.
I like
And I don't want to sound like, you know, all the guys out there being kind of soft. But I think that actually adds to the fun of it, because you know, you keep things fresh. As far as when she's gotten it, I'm a musician, so I play music a lot, and I play the drums.
Okay.
And I think that when she's nailed it, it would be even something stupid like a gift card to Guitar Center, so where I can go and,
I like
you
that.
know,
Okay.
so that means more to me than a trinket, or, you know, a little bracelet, or,
Okay.
you know, a watch or something like that. I think that shows me that you're paying attention to what
You love.
what
Yeah.
you know,
A
makes
passion
me
of yours.
happy.
Yeah.
So
Very cool. If she was to, let's say you're in a relationship and there's a period of time when you don't see each other, a couple weeks, you're traveling maybe, and she wants to have a really romantic night for you planned. How is it laid out? I mean, like, what could she do? Is it a dinner at home? Is it a night in the hot tub? Is it a dinner at your favorite concert? Is it music? I mean, what is it where you're like, again, nailed it?
Right.
Like, she brought it.
Some alone time.
Yeah.
Again, that's a good question. I think that it's kind of, I guess, whatever I'm in the mood for, if that
Okay.
kind of is anything. Sometimes, you know, I like to go out. Sometimes I like to go to a comedy show. And
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
break away from the norm a little bit,
Yeah.
instead of going to a nightclub and dancing, or, you know, I always love a vacation. So if she's gonna be getting anything, you know, we can always go skiing, or we can always go on a cruise.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
um,
Okay.
but it depends. You know, it's kind of one of those things where, what am I in the mood for? You know, if it's something that, let's go get crazy, then let's go get crazy. You know, we
Nice.
can go to Vegas and parlay 3 days, or we can sit at home and watch movies and get fat on the couch.
Okay. So the gamut. I like the gamut.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good. Okay.
I really, there's nothing clean and clear cut. It's whatever's spontaneous, whatever's going on right
Okay.
now. So
The man likes spontaneity,
Yeah.
girls. Okay. Let's roll it back, and this is a question that I know a lot of women are like, okay, I'd love to know the answer on this. You're just meeting a girl, you see more of a potential for a relationship. When is it time to act? It's more than a hookup. It's more than
Right.
one and done. It's a serious thing.
okay.
When are you starting to feel, you know what, it's time probably to get intimate? I mean, when would that be for you? And is there any stigma with right away for you?
Yeah. Well, I've had my experiences in the past where it's been all up front,
Okay.
but that's led to, you know, 1 or 2 of the best years of my life, where I've also had, you know, let's take our time, because I appreciate you, I respect you, I want to,
Yeah.
you know, I kind of think that depends on the girl.
Okay.
What kind of a girl is she? I like to have fun. I'm not gonna lie. You know,
Uh-huh.
I like there's a time and a place for the one and done. Or,
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be done.
Okay.
So it can be 1 and then 2 and then 3.
There you go. There you go.
But there's also, you know, the like I said, the peeling back the layers, and the little flower that you hold, and you want to just like get to really kind of see what's going on.
Right.
And maybe that takes a little time to work at. So
Okay.
I can appreciate that too, you know.
Which has lasted longer for you? Or is there a difference for you? I mean, is it the one and done, or is it the one that you're like right up front, or the one that actually you're like, listen, I've taken my time. I
Yeah.
put my due diligence
Right,
in.
right. I think that one's probably lasted longer, the
Okay.
due diligence, just because there's more than just the physicality of it. So
Okay.
the physicality, I think, in a relationship is usually about 80%. I think that there has to be at least 80% physical attraction, because you're going to have that, and that's, you know, that's what's going to move it right along. but I think that it's a hugely weighted 20%, because that 20% you have to.
And it's pivotal.
Yeah, you have to have a conversation. You have to be able to get along. You have to be able to, you know, say, go in the kitchen and cook some food, I'll be back, and you know what I mean? So it's not going to always be the physical, you know, attraction that's going on. So,
okay.
I mean, I
the
think
80's high though. This is like a B average, I think. So,
well,
yeah.
I mean, I have had, like I said, relationships where it's been all physical and it's lasted longer than I thought.
Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know, so.
How long was that? I'm kidding.
Well, I had one relationship where it was, you know, she was hot, and it was like a hot and heavy.
Yep.
Every time we got together. Yep. And it lasted, you know, about 1.5 years, 2 years.
Okay. Okay.
But I also have, I think the better relationships have been where it's hot and heavy, and then you can have a conversation.
Nice.
So I think that kind of, there's a little more weight on it.
Okay. We're going to end it with a question that is interesting to me, because the concept is kind of foreign to some people. But if you were in a relationship and you were going along and timing was just off, it was just timing, that's it. I mean, the physical piece is there, the mental piece is there, but you're both like, you know what, we're just not on the same page. It's just, I'm crazy, you're crazy. Let's take a little hiatus.
Been there,
yeah, right?
Absolutely.
So you say, let's do a 30-day, we're away from each other, period. For you, is it out of sight, out of mind, or is it more, you know, absence makes the heart grow fonder?
Again, I think with the girl that is 80%, 20%, I think that is more of the absence makes the heart grow fonder, because I want to know what she's doing, where is she at, what's she thinking.
Yeah.
Again, that might be a little soft for the masculinity
I like that
aspect
though.
of it.
Yeah.
But I think that holds true for me. Is you know, I want to know what she's doing, where she's at, how her general welfare. You know, how she's doing.
Yeah.
The one that's kind of, you know, 100% physical attraction, I can be done with that. You know, that kind of can be out of sight, out of mind, because, you know, there's always the next turn around the next corner. So
there you go. There you go.
I guess.
Jesse, it has been unbelievable. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
You got it. Wantedorneeded.com.